Hey, it's Yesenia from Writer Mom, and today I'm here with you sharing how I set up my weekly and daily goals. So in the last video, I kind of went through how I break down my really big goals, like my yearly or quarterly goals, down into monthly goals. So I do that at the beginning of every month. I go back to the previous month, I look at everything I was able to do, and I transfer anything that I wasn't. And I do some evaluating to see if there's anything new or anything that can be taken off that's not relevant anymore. And so once I have my monthly goals set and I've referred back to my bigger quarterly or yearly goals to ensure that they're aligned, now I can sit down and work on my goals for the week. So I do this every single week, because if I don't, I find that I'm not really focused. I'm not really always sure what I'm supposed to be working on, and things can fall by the wayside. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's really worth investing that time so that you're sure that you're working towards, those bigger goals for your author business. So last time I went through my monthly goals, I'll just go through them again really quick, and then I'm going to show you how I break those down into my weekly goals, and then how I do my daily goals. So I said I wanted to finish the whole 30, so I'm halfway through there. I wanted to do this SSS Veda video challenge to jumpstart my YouTube channel. So this is day 3, so I'm making progress there already. My next goal is to edit and publish my YA book called Someday. So that will be my overarching main goal for this month as far as writing and my business. And then after that, I had some other goals that I'm also wanting to work on, like in between working on the book. So first, transition Savvy Authorpreneur to Writer Mom. Have an autoresponder series to finish. I want to read 4 or more books, aiming for about a book a week. I need to prepare for the Smarter Artist Summit. And then I want to make progress on a course that I'm working on, and I need to republish a services page on my website. Okay, so now that I have all of those in mind, when I sit down to do my weekly goals, I'm not going to try to do everything in this first week. I'm the kind of person that it's easy for me to do that and then overwhelm myself, and then I don't really get much done, and then it kind of sucks pretty much, because it feels like I had all these things to do and I didn't do that much. So what I do is I'm going to focus by priority. So kind of focus, if there's something ongoing, then that's going to go in every week throughout the month, obviously. But if I have some big things going on, I need to make sure that's at the top. And then some of those smaller goals that I'm working on, I can just include 1 or 2. Everything doesn't need to be on this weekly goals list. So for this week of April 3rd, my first goal is to keep up with the whole 30 and keep up with SSS Veda. So those are 2 ongoing things that are kind of at the top right now. I need to be working on them every week. And then my big goal after that is to be editing someday. And then I put down that I want to work on the first module of that course. Now I didn't put finish that module, I just put work on that module, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it all this week. I don't know how much work that module is going to be. So I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to finish that when really my focus and energy needs to be going towards that book. And then after that, I put read 1 book. Sometimes I've put more thinking that I can do it, and then I'm kind of disappointed when I can't cross that off. So for me, it works if I just put read 1 book, and then if I overachieve, that's great. And then at the end, I put prep for the Smarter Artist Summit. So there's a couple of things I need to go buy at the store, so I can do that this weekend pretty easily. And then I put a last goal at the bottom here, because it's a habit that I'm trying to work on, and that's to stop work early so that I can be in bed by a decent hour, because otherwise I just stay up all night, and then that's not good for my sleeping habits. So I just wrote that down so I don't forget. Anything like that you want to be working on, it really helps a lot if you can write it down so that you're reminded of it every day. Otherwise, you just forget about it, you don't do it. So anything like that you can be working on, write it down. Once I have those weekly goals and they're aligned with my monthly goals, which are aligned with my bigger goals, so then I'll sit down and then figure out what I need to be working on today to be working towards those weekly goals. So for today, I'm actually doing this right now, even though it's already afternoon, because we stayed up way too late watching Netflix and most of the day is gone, but that's okay. I'm still gonna I still have time to do a little bit of work today. So I'll even go back to the last week just to make sure that like I'm not forgetting anything that I've been wanting to do on a daily basis. So I'm putting on here journal because I try to journal every day, just my goals and things that I'm working on. It's a really good like mindset practice, and it helps keep me focused all the time on my big business goals and even personal goals. So I'm putting down there that I want to journal. And then since it's Monday, I always do my weekly wins and challenges and that kind of thing, like evaluating all of my goals. So I'm writing that down for today on Monday. And then putting on here drink water, because that's part of my Whole30 goals, is to be drinking tons and tons of water. And I'm going to put on there dinner prep too, because it's easier to keep up with that if I am meal planning and not just scrambling to cook dinner at the last minute. And then that's kind of like my morning stuff, like kind of first thing whenever I get up. And then after that, kind of in the middle of my planner, I'll have 1 to 3 like starred things. They're like my main priorities for today. Like, this is the important work of the day. So for me, for today, because it's Monday, I always do Monday must reads on Monday. So that's the first part. I'm also going to put down here SSS Veda, because I need to record and edit and upload these videos for today. And I need to do yesterday's and today, because yesterday we were binge watching Netflix, so it didn't get done, but I'm going to catch up. So I'm posting 2 videos today for that. And then let me go back to my weekly goals here. And then I'm going to try to work like at least 10 minutes on editing that book. Edit someday. Okay, so that's 3 things. So I usually try to keep it to 1 or 2, but like I just have those extra things going on today, so I know I probably won't get to work a whole lot on the book, but that's okay. So I know it's a lot, but I'm just going to try to at least work on a few minutes on the book and then see how far I get there. And if I can work on it at least 5 to 10 minutes, that's great. And then the rest of the week, you know, I should have more time to work on it. Oh, and then at the bottom part of my planner, I kind of have like a nighttime slot. So just like I had like the beginning of my day slot, I'll put down here read. And let me see if there's anything else I need to be working on. I'm not going to put any of those other weekly goals just because today, like, the day's so far gone and I'm not going to have a lot of time. So I'm not going to be working on the course today or, you know, preparing for the summit. But I am going to put on here, go to bed early, because I don't want to forget to do that. Otherwise, it's just easy to forget and not think, and the next thing I know, it's like 2 in the morning and I should have been in bed hours ago. So that's how I set my weekly and daily goals. So then tomorrow when I get up, I'll write down a lot of the same things to get my morning started. You know, the journaling, drink water, dinner prep that I need to do. And then I'll sit down, think about what I did yesterday and how much I was able to do, and set my main 1 to 3 daily goals then. So tomorrow it'll probably be working on that book, and then SSS Veda, so another video, and then I'll see if I have time for any other thing. Maybe I can work on that course a little bit. So that's what I do. So that's what works for me. I'm able to get a lot of stuff done this way just because I always know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and I know it's all important things that are moving me towards my ultimate author business goals. So hopefully this is helpful for you. And again, if you want to make sure that you're getting notified about these videos for the month of April, make sure you hit subscribe and chime in below on how you set your goals. And then since it's the end of the first quarter, actually, my next video will be looking at my quarterly goals and how I need to move forward for the second quarter of 2017. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll see you then. Bye.